Hi and welcome. It's episode 107. Again, we're continuing our discussion on the Seung Ma, Tui Ma that we started looking at in the last couple of drills, last couple of episodes. And what we want to do now is understand how I'm generating the energy forward. It is not pushing with my arms, because that would leave my feet behind and I'd be top heavy. It's all coming from the ground. If you watch carefully, my foot comes in and that drives me forward. I don't push with the arm first and then try to step, because that would bring my body too deep. I'd end up in front of his hands, much too close. So the power is from the ground, not from the arms. A lot of people tend to try to charge in with their arms. All that does is mean you're wasting a lot of energy, and he's probably getting a second chance to hit you because you've given him space. You want to kind of melt into your partner's position. So you do that by stepping correctly. We've already looked at going straight back and going straight back, so taking turns. What we now want to do is start to work on the timing of when to get out the way. So the first stage is to do a 3-step version again, but the third step will be an actual Tui Ma. And in this case, it will be a shuffle step, which we've discussed before. Not from a neutral stance, but when you've already got a foot in front and you need to go here, we need to shuffle the stance. So if I attack gun duck first, he will go back on the first one, he'll go back on the second one, but on the third one he's going to move over to the side and Paak Sau my elbow with his left hand, his Fook Sau hand, and Faak Sau chop my neck with his right hand. So I lose my balance and my position. He maintains a square stance where both hands can reach. So if we look at that again, and of course this can also be done backwards and forwards. So I'll do the first one for him. I come in once, twice, he takes the line. We just set again. He comes in once, twice, take the line. Why do we choose the Faak Sau and not a punch or a palm strike? Because if you do a punch, so if you come in and I do a punch, it could be low enough to allow him to follow me. If I do Wang Jiang, a palm strike, also the same situation occurs. But if I use Faak Sau, it keeps him out of the center line. So it gives me a double defense against his second hand. So again, repeating, we roll for a little while, get into the rhythm, get the stance working, get the elbows working, and then 1, 2, bang, back again. His turn. 1, 2, bang. Everything working together, close enough to lock the leg. I'm facing 100%, Qiu Ying. He's facing away from me 100%, Bai Ying. Perfect positioning. Eventually, when you're confident with that, we'll do it on one move. So when I come in, he will immediately counter. Boom, finish. When he comes in, I will immediately counter. Because in combat, that's what we're going to do. When he comes in, one action. So we're starting in contact where we can feel the energy, learning the timing and the distancing so that we can use it even when we don't have contact. Hence, you're not going out to Chi Sau with your enemy, but you're using Chi Sau to train the essential movements that you will use in combat. More next time.